Have you ever noticed how certain people seem to command a room without even trying? They do not raise their voices. They do not beg for attention. They simply withdraw, and everything changes. The energy shifts, people begin to wonder, to chase, to feel. Now imagine if you did the same. If you chose silence over reaction, stillness over explosion, distance over chaos, what do you think would happen? This is where true power begins. When you stop making yourself constantly available, emotionally, physically, mentally, the world around you panics because they no longer control you through your reactions. They can no longer predict you. And the moment you choose to retreat, the game resets. Those who thought they had you figured out realize they never really knew you at all. Carl Jung once said, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." So pause. When you go silent, who starts to shake? Who tries to pull you back? Who gets irritated? Those reactions do not reveal your truth. They reveal theirs. And more importantly, they reveal just how much you have been giving yourself away without realizing it. You say yes to keep the peace. You respond instantly because you do not want to be left behind. You smile when inside you are breaking. And each time, each forced yes, each instant reply, each emotional burst, you give a piece of yourself away. No wonder you feel drained. No wonder the emptiness grows. Because you are always there for those who never really show up for you. But this is not about becoming cold or distant. It is about choosing yourself. It is about what Jung called individuation, the sacred journey of becoming whole, of returning to your true self. And that journey often starts with one simple but powerful act: silence. Silence is not weakness. Withdrawal is not defeat. When chosen with intention, they become acts of strength. So let me ask you something directly, soul to soul. How long will you let others pull your strings? How long will you keep playing the role they wrote for you? Maybe now it is time to walk away, to become a mystery. Because once you stop being always available, everything changes. You have been trained since childhood to believe that your value lies in your availability. That saying yes equals love. That silence equals rejection. But that is a lie. This non-stop availability, it is not kindness. It is self-abandonment in disguise. You are not being valued. You are being used. Used for comfort, validation, attention. And once they no longer need you, they vanish. Because when you are always there, people stop seeing you. You become predictable. And predictability is easily ignored. They treat you like an emotional vending machine. Press a button, get a reaction. And you keep trying to please, to be liked, to be needed. But at what cost? Jung spoke of the persona, the mask we wear to be accepted. And that mask keeps you playing a part you no longer recognize. You smile when you want to scream. You explain when no explanation is needed. You feel guilty for resting, for setting boundaries. But the truth is, the more you center others, the more you disappear from yourself. And that is where it begins to hurt. Being available all the time is a subtle form of emotional slavery. It is a quiet addiction to being seen, even if it means being used. Because deep down, you are terrified of what will happen when you stop showing up. But here is what will happen. You will start healing. Jung said the psyche is not just a machine, it is an energy system. And every emotion, every reaction, every word costs energy. So the question is, are you managing your energy? Or are you handing it out like it's endless? Every pointless argument, every attempt to prove your worth, every effort to please those who do not care, it is draining you. And the more drained you are, the more vulnerable you become. To manipulation, to guilt, to being used, people can feel it. They see you do not know how to protect your energy, and they feed off of it. But when you start holding back, when you stop engaging, when you say no without guilt, that is when you regain your power. And yes, it will upset them, because suddenly their projections fall apart. Their control slips, and they have to face themselves. And not everyone is ready for that. So they will criticize you, say you have changed, say you are distant, but do not fall for it, because they are not upset with who you are now. They are upset because you are no longer useful in the way they want you to be. Jung once said, "We do not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." Your withdrawal forces others to sit with their own shadows, and that is terrifying for them. So now, ask yourself, are you ready to deal with being misunderstood, misjudged, labeled? Because that is the price of true freedom. Silence is a weapon, not of destruction, but of clarity. When you stop responding, you start seeing. When you stop speaking, you start listening, truly listening, to your own voice. And yes, silence has a cost. You will lose people, you will feel lonely. But that solitude, it is sacred. Because it is the solitude of self-return, the solitude of those who refuse to keep bleeding for others' comfort. And what comes next? Clarity, peace, strength. You stop being shaped by others and start shaping your life from within. You lose roles, but find identity. You shed masks, but find truth. You become rare. And in a world addicted to noise, that is your power. So if you are ready for this journey, if this message resonated, type it below. I choose my peace. Let us see how many of us are ready to become whole again. And do not forget, this is not the end. This is the beginning. Stay with it. Your rebirth is just getting started.